The Galaxy S26 series was on the verge of becoming something truly iconic, but Samsung decided to stay predictable. For years, the company has followed a familiar pattern, releasing a base, plus, and Ultra model since 2020, and in 2026, that formula remains unchanged. While Samsung's upcoming lineup will likely perform well, it's clear that it could have been much more exciting. Rumors once suggested that Samsung would replace the standard model with a Galaxy S26 Pro, offering a more premium experience without jumping to the Ultra. That idea gave fans hope. The Pro model could have elevated Samsung's entry-level flagship into a more respectable tier, not just a cheaper version of the Ultra, but a device with its own identity and power. Unfortunately, Samsung scrapped that plan, returning to the same old trio it's used for years. The standard Galaxy S models have often been overshadowed by their more expensive siblings. Despite being high-quality devices, they rarely get the spotlight they deserve. A Galaxy S26 Pro would have changed that perception, giving Samsung's lineup a fresh hierarchy, and perhaps inspiring other brands to follow suit. Instead, by canceling the Pro model, Samsung missed a chance to redefine what a standard flagship means. The decision also impacts the Plus model, which continues to feel unnecessary. Historically, the Plus variant hasn't done much more than offer a slightly bigger screen and battery compared to the standard model. Sales have reflected this lack of distinction. People who want value go for the base version, while power users prefer the Ultra. The Plus sits awkwardly in between, struggling to justify its existence. For a time, Samsung seemed ready to address this problem by replacing the Plus model with a Galaxy S26 Edge. The Edge was rumored to feature a sleeker design, thinner body, and a stylish horizontal camera bar, which is currently popular in modern smartphone aesthetics. This direction could have helped Samsung refresh its lineup visually and structurally. Unfortunately, weak sales of both the Galaxy S25 Edge and Apple's iPhone Air led Samsung to backtrack once again, keeping the Plus model alive for another year. This cautious approach reflects a broader pattern: Samsung's preference for safe decisions over bold innovation. While the company is confident about selling 35 million units of the Galaxy S26 series, it's hard not to wonder how many more could have been sold if Samsung had taken a risk. With new models like the Pro or Edge, another major point of discussion is Samsung's decision to bring back its in-house Exynos processor. After skipping Exynos chips for 3 generations, Samsung is reintroducing the Exynos 2600 in at least 25% of Galaxy S26 units, according to reports. This new chip offers performance close to Qualcomm's Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 and runs cooler than older Exynos versions, addressing one of the biggest complaints from Galaxy S22 users. Even so, this move is risky. The Snapdragon chips have earned a solid reputation for reliability and efficiency, while Exynos still carries a weaker image among many users. If the Exynos 2600 fails to meet expectations, customers in certain regions might feel frustrated for paying premium prices, yet getting what they see as a second-tier processor. Samsung's reasoning behind this decision seems to be cost-cutting. Producing its own chips allows the company to reduce dependency on Qualcomm and potentially save money on manufacturing. However, those savings may not translate to lower prices for consumers. In fact, Galaxy S26 prices are still expected to rise, which could cause even more disappointment among loyal fans. Paying more while receiving a potentially less capable processor isn't the kind of change buyers were hoping for. Qualcomm CEO Cristiano Amon even addressed this dynamic, explaining that Qualcomm expects to power around 75% of Galaxy S26 devices. That figure shows how deeply intertwined the two companies remain, even as Samsung experiments with its in-house chips. Ultimately, Samsung's strategy for the Galaxy S26 lineup can be summed up as safe but uninspired. The phones will almost certainly be powerful, polished, and among the best Android devices of 2026, yet they won't break new ground. Samsung's choice to abandon the Pro and Edge models has kept the series reliable, but at the cost of excitement. The Galaxy S26 could have been a turning point, a lineup that redefined what a flagship family looks like. Instead, it remains predictable, sticking to a formula that works but doesn't thrill. For a company known for innovation, that predictability might just be its biggest missed opportunity.